know, Mr. Vogt, how many of the largest corporations in America paid absolutely nothing in federal income tax in 2025?
Not off the top of my head, but our view is that the tax policy.
Well, let me just tell you, Mr. Vogt, reclaiming my time, the number of corporations, large corporations, that paid absolutely zero in federal tax was 88 at least that we know of, including Tesla, which paid zero on almost $5.7 billion of income, as well as Coinbase, Citigroup, CVS Health, and Palantir. And those companies together had over $105 billion in profits. Now, meanwhile, Mr. Vogt, what's the average income tax paid by Americans?
Look, Congresswoman, this bill that you are opposed to, that you voted against.
Do you know the answer to my question? Because I get to ask the questions here. I'm asking you what the average income tax rate is that's paid by Americans.
And I'm suggesting that you were not a part of keeping tax rates low.
So you don't know, it's 14.5%. So while all these corporations paid nothing, average Americans are paying 14.5%. Now, are you aware that thanks to stripping health care from Americans, the middle 60% of Americans will pay $900 more on average than before Trump came in and created chaos with tariffs and health care and tax law that benefited the wealthiest? You can just say yes or no.
This administration did not strip health care.
In the president's budget request, you state that, quote, it ensures that every taxpayer dollar makes Americans safer, stronger, and more prosperous. So please answer yes or no to these questions. According to one survey, 1 in 6, that's 17%, returning ACA Marketplace enrollees say they are not confident that they will be able to afford their premiums this year. Does that make Americans stronger and more prosperous?
It certainly makes it more prosperous to have a health care system that ensures that
okay, so you're okay with all these Americans not being able to afford their health care premiums. Now, you're trying to eliminate the low-income energy assistance programs while Trump's illegal Iran war raises gas prices. Does that make Americans stronger and more prosperous?
It's important to not have fraudulent programs.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked about fraud, because you are coming back to ask for a $1.5 trillion budget for the Department of Defense. How many consecutive audits has the Department of Defense failed as of the end of 2025?
The department is making progress towards the audit.
How many audits has the Department of Defense failed? The number is 8. And Mr. Vogt, the Department of Defense is the only federal agency that has never passed an audit. And you want to talk to me about fraud? There is over at least $10 billion in confirmed fraud within the Department of Defense, but you're not going after any of that.